Diving into the murky waters of Jordan Peterson's podcast episode 420, with Jocko Willink as his guest, one cannot help but be struck by the sheer audacity of intellectual vacuity masquerading as depth. This episode, pompously titled, "What Moves You Will Move the World," is a masterclass in how to say remarkably little of substance while giving the illusion of profound insight. Let's dissect this charade, shall we? Firstly, Peterson's penchant for wrapping banalities in a cloak of pseudo-profundity is on full display here. The conversation meanders through a landscape of cliched self-help rhetoric, with Peterson and Willink taking turns to inflate the trivial into the monumental. It's a veritable feast of the kind of empty-calorie conversation that fills you up but nourishes not. Peterson, with his trademarked blend of vagueness and grandiosity, delivers lines that, upon even a moment's reflection, would make a thinking person's stomach churn. The gall of suggesting that the mere act of what moves us internally has the cosmic leverage to move the world is not only philosophically lazy, it's intellectually dishonest. Peterson and Willink's discussion on discipline, leadership, and meaning reeks of a smug self-assuredness that is as unearned as it is grating. They dance around these hefty topics with the grace of a bull in a china shop, breaking everything of value and offering up the shards as if they were diamonds. The audacity to present rehashed, garden-variety insights into leadership and discipline, as though they were delivering the Sermon on the Mount, is, frankly, an insult to anyone who has ever thought critically about these issues. The real kicker, the crux of my ire, is the disingenuous way Peterson frames his questions and musings. They are designed not to probe the depths of human understanding, but to lead the listener down a garden path that ends in a mirror reflecting Peterson's own ideological preoccupations. It's a clever trick, a rhetorical sleight of hand that allows him to appear wise without the inconvenience of having to engage with the complexities of real-world issues. Amidst this intellectual morass, Peterson and Willink's flirtation with the concept of chaos and order as metaphysical guiding principles for life's navigation emerges as particularly grating. They trot out these binary opposites as though unveiling profound truths, while in reality they merely regurgitate a simplistic framework that reduces the rich tapestry of human experience to a child's sketch. This reductionist view of existence, where life's complexities are shoehorned into neat categories of chaos and order, not only belies a profound misunderstanding of the human condition, but also serves as a convenient excuse to avoid engaging with the messiness of real-life issues. It's as if by labeling something as chaotic, it becomes a bogeyman that can be vanquished with the simple application of order, a notion so laughably naive that it beggars belief. This intellectual laziness, dressed up in the language of depth and rigor, is emblematic of the entire conversation's failure to grapple with the nuanced realities of life. The 420th episode of Jordan Peterson's podcast stands not as a beacon of insight, but as a glaring monument to the vacuous echo chamber that characterizes much of Peterson's discourse. This dialogue between Peterson and Willink serves as a stark illustration of the intellectual insolvency that permeates Peterson's approach, masquerading as deep psychological exploration. To term this a squandered chance would imply there was ever potential for substantive discourse. The real tragedy lies not merely in their failure to substantially address the topics at hand, but in their apparent ignorance to the existence of perspectives outside their self-referential bubble. This episode encapsulates the quintessence of their intellectual myopia, proving not just a disservice to the audience seeking enlightenment, but a testament to the impoverishment of discourse they perpetuate.